Hey everyone, what we are going to go over today is how to set up the clay scraper on G2. And in particularly, we're going to scrape people who have left negative reviews on another software. So the way that you would do this is first you need the Clay Chrome extension, which you can download if you just put in Clay Chrome extension into Google. And so we're just going to open this up. Now, there will be recipes that will automatically be mapped by Clay over here. You could see the Clay verified recipes. For this one, we're just going to go over actually how to create your own recipe just in case, because it's always great to scrape your own things. So this will be what happens where you can see a recipe. And so we're going to name this G2 competitor scraping. We'll just hit yes on this. And now we're going to hit select data to add from page. So this is the most important part. We here are going to map and tell the scraper what on this page do we want to grab. And so we're going to scroll down to the reviews. And so I've already selected the 1-star reviews. And so what we're going to do is select and add and grab data. So since we're adding a list, we have verified user and furniture, Clayton, verified user, Alan, this is the list that we want to grab. We're going to pick select the list. So now when you select a list, you're going to map it to multiple things. So first you're going to click on one thing that you want to map it to, and then you're going to click it on the next. And basically you're telling it, okay, out of the structured data, this is what I want to be able to pull. So we're going to call this G2 reviews. And now we're going to hit select a list item to add. So all we did right there is we took the structured data of name, title, business, review, name, title, business, review, and we told the scraper, hey, this is the structured data. It's going to be like this every time. Align to it. And so now we can start at the very top and we can click on the username and then we could say, we're going to call this name. And so we're going to hit add attribute. And now we're going to add, and so now see how all these attributes are coming through? Verified user, Clayton, Stephanie, blah, 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 all of these things. Now we're going to hit add attribute and we're going to add another one. So now here, this is the text for the small business, but I kind of don't want that one. What I really want is the title. So even though the first one doesn't have it, we're going to try mapping it to the second one. So now we're going to hit that and we're going to say title. Now we'll hit add attribute. And so see how verified small business user, see how they have the small business one, but we've mapped everybody else successfully with the title. That's what we wanted to have happen. So there's going to be some messiness, but this is just the way that this data is since it's not all structured the same way. Now we're going to hit add attribute again, and we're going to go for this small business 50 or fewer employees right here. This is what we want. So see how over here we have small business and over here we have 50 or fewer employees. Both of these are different text boxes and we wanted to grab the full thing so we get the full value. So now we'll just call this employee range and we'll hit add attribute. Now we have the verified use in furniture, small business 50 or fewer, and then we have like the other people's titles, which is really what we want. And then we have their market size, which now using the magic of Clay, we'll be able to map this even more successfully. So now let's scroll all the way over. See how we have 25 rows available? If we scroll down and load everything, all right, so they're showing 25 reviews. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit number 2. And this is something that not all scrapers can do, but Clay can do very successfully because it's not taking over the whole screen. And now let's hit 3. Okay, so now it's going to check if the site is secure. This is it proving that this is really tough to scrape. Great. Now let's open the scraper back up again. And so it looks like we will lose our data when that happens. So for anybody watching this, just remember that you will lose your data at that point. So for the first 2 pages, you might want to save it. And then for the other pages, we can keep moving on. So now we have 24 rows again. Let's just hit another page just to have some more data because I'm going to go over how we're going to enrich this. So now we'll hit page 4. Oh, let's open this up. And now we have 48, right? So now we are going to add this to the workspace. So we're just going to open up a new tab. And it's going to bring us over here to our workspace. So now what we've done is we've essentially collected all of the people from here. Now, You could manually search these people. There's certainly not a whole lot of information about these people, but if you wanted, the best thing that we can do is we could use our LinkedIn integration and grab the person from the Google search and then use everything we have in our search query to find the people, right? So we'll put in name, we'll put title, and we'll put employee range. I forgot to put spaces, so let's do that. And then we can hit that, and then we can hit save changes, and now we'll hit run. So obviously this won't get us anything. Well, it'll probably get us something, but we will just kind of filter for if it says verified user. Actually, let's do that right now. So if the name contains verified, we if it does not contain verified, we want to filter it out because we don't even want those people anyway. And now let's go see if we got anywhere near these people. So the way we can kind of line this up is if we can find they have pictures is the best way that we can align this. Okay. Not that person. Who has a picture here? Alex. Let's see if we can get Alex. Alex D. Youth and media pastor is using Salesforce. Okay, that's funny. If anyone else thinks that's funny along with me. Okay, so what does Alex look like? So this is probably the wrong Alex, but so this stuff is really tough to get because there's not a whole lot of information. You might want to do the research on your own instead of having our integration do it because there's not great inputs for it to go off of. The other thing you would be able to do though is you could do a reverse image search on their profiles if they have it. Hang on. So we could take this and go to Google image search. I guess we would have to copy. Well, okay. So we'd be able to do a Google image search. But anyway, so that is a couple strategies around grabbing reviews from G2. Let me know if you have any questions.